I am under no illusions about what this is likely to be. I played the original Vindictus for a bit. In fact, I think I did a little bit of the... Was there an open beta test? Which I played and I quite liked the action-y combat of it. But it was otherwise really rough and I had no intention of picking up the full game. This is a remake, but it's a Nexon game. And as such, this video will likely be copyright struck and all of that kind of jazz because it's a Nexon game. But I did like the combat of the original. So let's see what they've done with a remake of it. I mean, we've clearly got some nice high-res texture. Oh, dear Lord. Boing. A daunting princess? I mean, I'm going with a sword and shield, not because it's a female character, but because it's a sword and shield. Well, character models are jiggly. Yes, I too doze off on a rock with my shield out. At least it's actually... Oh, I say it's connected to her arm. It's clipping through her... Right. Considering we have DLSS running in performance... Can I use... I can use controller for this. That's not a great frame rate. Frankly. And that hasn't really made any difference whatsoever. That's tanked it even further, as expected. I mean, it's pretty, but it's running like ass. And I've got it on borderless Windows as well, so it's matching my resolution, whether I like it or not. I guess we'll have to stick with that. That's quite pretty. Very heavy on the vegetation. I'm gonna hazard a guess that this might be being rebuilt in UE5? Do not need that long to read through that. Yeah, I mean, nice physics. And real-time cutscenes. Ooh, those are not good looking. Combat tutorial? It looks a little bit like Jill from Resident Evil 3 Remake. Oh dear, the sky is cracking. Oh, it's cool. It's cool looking. Hello. Right, target lock. Yes, yes, yes. I've locked on targets before. Okay. Lots of combos. I'm assuming it needs to actually... It needs to attack in order for that to work. Exit tutorial. Hurrah! I've tutorialized. So we've got a lot of combos, we've got actiony combats. Oh! We have character cut. Customize boing. Okay, so if you are of a particular calling, we've got head size, chest size. Is that actual? No, that's an actual torso chest rather than this one, which is, you know, it is what it is. Outfit preview. Okay, come on. Everybody wants to know. I know, that's chest size. That's not what we wanted. That is just ridiculous. Yeah. Let's go back to something a bit more natural. Customize skin, choose color. Okay. Skin shine. Yeah, I can be glossy. Sure, why not? Let's be glossy. Can we zoom in? Yes, we can zoom in and out. Oops. Sorry. Whoa. No, excuse me. Sorry. She's really glossy. That is an impressive amount of... Let's make her really tall. I always like really tall people in video games, because I'm really tall. Wow. Tallish. Difficulty, normal or easy? Normal. The opening prologue is not included in this alpha version of the game. Following the prologue's event, the players arrive in the village of Colin with the goal of joining the Caliban mercenaries. This was the game with the spider and the bell tower, wasn't it? The original version, I think. Was that Vindictus? Or am I thinking of something else? Examine. Spotless sheets. Nice. A hearty breakfast. I could have sworn this was... Wasn't this an MMO? Originally. Although it was a character-based MMO.
Oh.
Hi, Teve.
You're awake. Thank you so much for yesterday.
What did we do?
How did you sleep? Are you feeling all right?
What did we do yesterday?
That's wonderful. It's a nice day out, if you want to look around the village. I wouldn't be here safe and sound if it weren't for you.
Was it her we rescued from the giant spider?
Once again.
Again, was that Vindictus? I can't remember. Ask about yesterday's events.
Is there something on your mind?
What are you doing
I
there?
was looking for something. A keepsake that belongs to me and my friends. Something from when we were little. No one else would ever go there. I didn't think I'd be running into gnolls. Oh,
No, that's not seeming
right.
familiar.
Do you remember Marek from yesterday? You should go look for him at the mercenaries' headquarters. He's the vice captain of the Calbram mercenaries. I'd like to show you the way myself, but I'm supposed to keep to the
I
inn
think
for
that
the
could at
time
least
being.
make her mouth move while
It's
she's
still unclear
talking.
whether the gnolls were coming after us oracles. They want me to stay safe. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you. If you need a place to stay,
Oh,
please
there is a
come
bit of
back
animation on
anytime.
the portrait. Well, animation is the strong word. Oh, magic doors. It's quite pretty. Frame rate's awful though. That is terrible. Terrible frame rates. Right, let's... That's better. That does look noticeably worse. These drop downs don't work properly.
Hold up.
Angry voices.
Thinking of going in?
I was.
And what business do you have with the Calbram membership? Hang
Ah,
on a minute.
bell tower. Yeah, with
Aren't
the
you
spider.
mercenary from the bell tower yesterday.
The bell tower?
Yeah, you know, the one who saved our oracle.
I do remember.
Oh, so you're the one everyone's been talking about.
Well, I won't stop you if you're planning on going in, but it might be hard to get anything done right now. Yeah, Marek and the Knight Delegate are going at it again.
Don't know why, but things are getting especially heated today. The Knights won't be so forgiving if this keeps up.
Well,
Yeah, I hear you.
Ooh.
Refusing
Oh, it
us
automatically
at a time like this?
adds our
forget it.
dialogue
Let's
in.
just keep our noses clean and wait for the captain.
There's no stopping that. Can't say I envy Chiara right now.
Gara.
Anyway, that's what's going on inside. Think long and hard before you step
Long
through
and
those
hard.
doors.
We're all about long and hot.
The Foamers were practically at our gates. What do you mean you can't send us reinforcements?
They send us.
I've told you time and time again. We cannot defend this position with a force this small. What's your excuse this time? Not enough supplies? Again? You knights are nothing but a royal embarrassment.
Watch your words, Vice Captain.
Throwing insults really likely to
I
get
will
the help you
not
need.
take kindly to further transgressions.
This is how it is with you every time. We mercenaries are part of the Order too. We put our lives on the line to serve the kingdom, same as you!
Then fall in line and do as you're told.
Snooty.
You'll do well to remember who you take orders from, mercenary.
Dame Gwyn! You Royal Knights haven't changed one bit. You expect us to lay
you're
down our
here.
lives on a whim. But you won't spare us a
Sorry,
second thought
this
in
isn't
return.
exactly the best time.
You never fail to let us
Come
down.
with me.
Do you have any idea what this
Go with the hot redhead? Sure.
Any more of this?
Okay, we come in and we go straight out.
You're the new recruit, right? The one that the captain told us about the other day.
Sorry about the mess. This isn't how I hoped to be greeting yesterday's hero.
Uh-huh.
But please do excuse us. The gnolls showing up so close by is kind of a big deal.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Marek does have a point, but having a fight with the Knight Delegate is bound to have consequences. Oh, I guess you wouldn't know.
I know
The lady
nothing.
on the other side was Dame Gwyn, our Knight Delegate. She's like our supervisor from the Royal Knights, but we're not exactly on the friendliest of terms. I'm sure Dame Gwyn has her reasons, but is this really the right time to be hung up on protocol?
It'd be nice if you actually faced
You came here to apply for
the
membership?
character.
Sorry, but we're in a bit of a spot right now. I don't think we can sort you out before the captain gets back. He's out on patrol. He went out himself, seeing how afraid the villagers are.
I like the fact that we've got voice
All
acting.
right with you. Could I ask you to go find him and let him know what's going on? I don't think I can leave Marek alone right now.
You literally have done so.
Thank you. He shouldn't be far. He probably went to the inn first to check in on the Oracle. You should start there. Anything you want to ask before you go? If you
Nope.
do, ask away. I bet you've got a lot of questions, since you're new here.
What's your name?
My name? Look at me. I haven't even introduced myself. The name's Kiara. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Well then, see you around, newbie.
Newbie. That's me. Dog! Can we? Ah, we cannot pet the dog. What are you wearing?
Are you mad? I was just... Oh, you're back. Welcome.
You're back? Do you know this person?
Yes, she's the one who came to the bell tower the other day.
Oh, so you're the one who saved Tiev. Well,
That
you
was me.
do look very reliable.
Do I?
Madam Mercenary, this is Cloda. She's an old friend of mine.
Honestly, though,
She's got
did
pink
you
hair.
really have to go out there just for some toy sword?
I'm sorry. I really am.
I do like the fact that they've all got
Could do with a
kind
little
of
more, sorry, if you ask me.
Irishy, Irish
Okay,
adjacent
already.
accents.
But I just had a really bad...
Because it is a Gallic setting.
It felt like we'd all forget about each other.
You know,
If
they've
we
got
went on
appropriate
like
names
this.
and so on and so forth.
That's why I wanted to bring it back.
Bring it back.
That's just nonsense. The four of us have been together this whole time. We're practically family.
Yes, they just got Irish voice
Marek and I
actors.
wouldn't forget, and neither would our friend far away. Not even the goddess herself could make us forget.
Cloda, how can you say that in front of an oracle?
Because you're still Tiev to me, Oracle or not. Anyway, I'll be heading back now. I'm behind on my orders. As for that proof of friendship, just give it to Marek. Or ship it off to Rochester or something. Oh, and as for you, Madam Mercenary, please come find me when you have the time. I'll be at my boutique right across the street.
A
Don't forget to
boutique,
drop
you
by.
say?
That's Cloda for you. She leaves quite the first impression, doesn't she? So, how are things at the headquarters? Oh, so that's what happened. If it's Captain Aeon you're looking for, he dropped by just now and left for the magic laboratory.
Yeah, it's got that start of an MMO. Here are all the places that you'll need to go. Info
I
dump.
know you're supposed to stay at the inn.
I know, Uncle. I know why you're worried. But I'm supposed to be an Oracle of Morrigan. I can't stay holed up at home while everyone's out there protecting me. It's my duty to look after people.
An oracle of the goddess of death, war, and
The goddess
mother
promised us
ship.
a paradise free of pain, sadness, and hate. We won't get there if we don't look after each other.
Because Morrigan was a triple goddess, wasn't she?
I'll be all right. I'm only doing what I must as the oracle of this
Not to be
village.
confused with Morrigan from Dragon Age, who simply shared a name.
Goodness me.
You worry too much?
Maybe I do. Call me a stubborn old fool.
You're a
if you'd
stubborn
like.
old fool.
But, Colin, is a land of many painful memories. It's this war against the Fomors. This village suffered too many tragedies, being on its front lines.
There's a cute little
Thanks
tarantula
to the
thing
war,
in that.
our children here are all too accustomed to loss. I never had the chance to make things
Oh wait,
right
is
for them.
that the spider from yesterday?
Do what she must as the oracle of this village.
Didn't it grow from one of those? I forget.
More than ever, I feel my age catching up to me.
Yeah, you and me both, Immerse. Get out of here. Let's get away from that spider. Hello, are you going to introduce us to a cash shop? Oh, there's no dialogue for this. Hooray. Cash shop. Well, when I look at you, I get all sorts of ideas. Who says that? Muse is a Greek word. I believe. Sure. Okay.
Hi. Good
Fitting
to see
room. Okay, so we've got a cosmetics option. By the look of it, we can a crown that lets you fool others into believing you're wearing nothing on your head. Okay, so we've got no actual options here. But I can, or I would. Ah, here we go. It's a cash shop with sportswear in it. Because nothing says, hey, this is a really serious game, more than some of these outfits. I mean, Slutty Nurse, Weird Demon Thing, different hairstyles, different eyes. You know, it's a typical over monetized shitty cash grab. So I can only assume the game will be free to play or maybe a single purchase and horrendously monetized. And some gameplay at some point would be nice.
Ah, it's you. Good to see you.
At least the characters look nice.
Aeon. I'm the captain of the Calbram mercenaries. You're the one who saved Teve, our oracle, the other day.
Yes, we get it. She's the oracle. You don't need to keep repeating it.
Had it not been for you, a great sadness would have befallen Colin, and this village would be left without its greatest source of solace.
As quaint and charming as it is, Colin still lies on the front lines of this war. It's a frontier land, one that shares its borders with Fomors.
So
The
shiny.
Calbram mercenaries are stationed here as a regular detachment of the Order of Royal Knights. And it is our duty to defend Colin and its nearby settlements.
Obviously, when you have the prologue, you get a chunk of the action.
We must do everything in our power to prevent another incident like yesterday.
Off the bat. And then you launch into all the talking stuff.
Every last one of you Royal Knights can go
That is enough, Vice Captain.
Captain, you...
Captain Aeon, you made it. I want you to make something very clear to your Vice Captain. He answers to you. And you, Captain, answer to me.
You have my sincerest apologies. The blame for my men's actions lies solely upon me.
No, it doesn't.
I will see to it that this does not happen again.
Captain, you... Damn it. I apologize.
I'm so shiny, and I've got a clearly very different outfit to everything else that everybody is wearing. Why am I dressed as a sexy battle maid anyway?
I'll be sure to have a word with the Vice Captain.
Let us hope this is the last of these incidents. And now that you're here, Captain, we can finally get to the matter at hand.
There is some
But
attempt
I
at
must ask, who is this person?
lip syncing.
She's the one who helped us fight against the Gnolls yesterday. She'll soon be joining us as a member.
I see.
There has been a clear shift in the Gnolls' recent activities. Yesterday is but one example. They made it as far as Colin's outskirts, and came within mere inches of harming our Oracle. We don't know what they're after. For all we know, Oracles everywhere could be in danger.
I can't remember what the point of the oracles was.
Come to our aid.
The Crown will give aid if it deems it necessary. The situation is already under review. Or is it your intention to take issue with the workings of the Order?
No, ma'am. I was only hoping to discuss with you how best to respond to the Gnolls' hostilities.
First response against Fomor hostilities. Isn't that the job of you mercenaries? Knight Delegate command operations in the war against Fomor's
Exposition.
Mercenaries, under contract, follow orders to keep the peace within their regions. I doubt this is news to you.
No, it's for the benefit of the player.
Then we shall take action in line with our duties as peacekeepers.
I do advise you don't act too rashly, Captain. Whether to escalate this war is not for you to decide.
Well, then you need to tell us
Though
what
if
to
you
do
were
then,
come
don't
across
you?
clear proof of their activities, things could be different.
Uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. We mercenaries will see to this task.
I'll be counting on your wise leadership, Captain.
... More talking.
Looks like we've sorted things out, finally.
I'm sorry. I should have done more to talk him down.
No, it's all right. We needed this, in a way. Us and Marek both. It's better to vent your frustrations sometimes than to bottle it up inside. Though our vice captain ought to learn some moderation.
Me too.
Does it mean the Royal Knights won't be helping us?
It appears they lack a good enough reason to. A single attack on a Borderlands village isn't reason enough to rally the troops. Incidents like these are all too common in these lands. And that said, however, the Gnolls' activities are undoubtedly suspicious. Gwyn knows this, and she's essentially tasked us with an investigation.
As part
Essentially.
of peacekeeping, you mean?
That's right. Our priority now is to get eyes on what the Gnolls are really up to. We need to gather clear evidence to mobilize the Royal Knights without provoking further conflict.
That sounds like a job for a smaller team.
Indeed. Let's start somewhere close by, since they made it to that old bell tower.
Let's start there.
The northern ruins. We should find what we're looking for there.
Yes, sir. I'll assemble a team straight away.
With me.
Hold on a moment. Why don't we... You there. I hear you're looking to join our corps. After what you showed us yesterday, we'd be happy to have you. But membership does have its prerequisites.
Before you can join us, you'll first have to complete a mission as a senior member's follower.
I will follow you
Followers
around.
come with us sometimes to help us on our missions. The senior member will mark them on their performance.
I doubt you'll need any such evaluation, but the rules are what they are. And
Why is she
besides,
just
the
nodding
effort will
constantly?
raise your esteem in the eyes of other members. How about it? Will you take on this mission as a follower?
All right. Newbie will be our follower heading out to the ruins. And going with her will be me. I think Marek needs more time to himself. And I owe our newbie a favor anyway.
Okay then. Kiara, recruit. Head to the northern ruins. Investigate the knolls and look for evidence to help mobilize the Royal Knights. I'll send you further details.
I always like seeing
We're sending you out on short notice.
what words and phrases that they use to replace the character's
I'll
name.
go get things ready for our mission. But first, take this. It's the mark of the Calbram mercenaries. I'll meet you out in front of the headquarters. See you in a bit.
Nod, nod.
Aren't you, the one from yesterday?
That's me.
That's the mark of the Calbram mercenaries.
Yes.
So, what brings you here? Ah, I see. You're going to the ruins then, for your first mission.
Yes.
It's good that you're going with Kiara. She's one of the most experienced members we have. Was it that obvious?
What?
I made a fool of myself, didn't I? Getting all worked up.
A bit.
I wish you hadn't seen that. Yeah, I know. The captain made the right call. And I know that knight has problems of her own. But still, I just can't get past it. What more evidence could she possibly need?
Well, we're going to go and find some.
She's sitting there waiting. What about the village? It's been 10 years now. Not a single knight came for us then. It's as if people's lives in some backwater village don't even mean anything to them.
That's the way it works, isn't it?
That's what we mercenaries are here for. Best do what we can. And now
We should get paid for it.
helping us out. I'm sure we'll make it through.
Yeah,
Take
because
care on your mission, you hear?
I beat a spider by dropping a bell on it, if I remember correctly. Bit of a slow start.
Sorry to make you wait. What were you up to?
Talking to Merrick.
Yeah, I thought I saw him standing there. Good to see he's doing all right, though.
I mean, we've already passed the 30-minute mark and we've done nothing except talk yet.
Our mission is to head to the northern ruins to gather intelligence. It might not be so obvious at all. And Captain A also, here. Take these. Here's your backpack and your map.
Thanks.
Calbram mercenary supply. Okay. First thing, everything should be marked out on your map for you. There's a map on the table inside the... All right, then.
Got a map. Ah. And I need to go back in. Okay, detailed map. What do you want me to do? Part for the northern ruins. Oh, do I need to... do this? So we've got fast travel rather than a seamless world. There we go. Investigate.
This is it.
More talking.
The northern ruins.
I'm so shiny.
It's a beautiful place. But don't let that fool you. Are the gnolls really looking for war? They call a truce, but then attack us without warning. There has to be more to this. Let's investigate.
Hey, that barrels.
Hold on. Is that?
It's a save point.
I think this is what our mage told us about in his notes. Oh, look. He gave us some step 1. This has to step 2. Trigger a reaction. There's a footnote. Flovian, hereby named, is a spirit controlling for patterns of behavior. Whether it is of a...
Yada yada yada.
You know what? Let's just hold the stone up against the lights. Yeah, that...
Attune to the Aetherites. Campsites. Yeah. I think... See, this is being described as an alpha test. So I think it is very much more a piece of development kit for the developer, as opposed to here's a demo.
Like a makeshift campsite.
Well, it's just a bit weird that it came out for NextFest, or it's been pushed through NextFest.
Actually, you're familiar with campsites, right?
Yes.
They're places where you can rest and
Yes.
Also, this other thing he gave, Flovian flask user manual. Would you look
It's
at
an
that?
Estus flask.
This one's for you. That should take care of the mage's request. Shall we?
You can't skip the tutorials either. Nice that you can change your fit at the fitting room at the campfire. Because of course you can, because they're clearly going to monetize the shit out of the gas shop.
The place we were headed to is the Northern Ruins Watchpost. It's been left abandoned ever since the Gnolls declared a truce. But if they're preparing
50
for war,
gold?
there's a good chance we'll find something there.
Yeah, I think this was in the... I think this was in the tutorial area, the prologue. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game controls wonderfully. It's smooth. And some dye, because of course fashion. The camera is very jerky. There's your chest. More dye. And some cash. 2 healing potions. 2 supplements. Yeah, the jerkiness of this camera is not great.
Are those Higgins? I doubt they'll give you much trouble, but be careful.
He is. I like the way they disintegrate. There's no stamina bar, but it is action combat otherwise. It's cooldown based. He's fallen over for reasons.
The others weren't lying when they said you were good.
No, it's true. I am good. Where did the piggins burst out of? Who knows? Yeah, controls feel solid. Camera is rubbish, but... no, it's not rubbish. It's just really jittery. Combat feels smooth, and that was something that I liked about the original. I don't think they've changed it, but I couldn't remember. It's been literal years. Or die. Yes. I'd already figured that out, thanks. Oh. Oh, I can knock those down. Nice. Piggies. Yeah, the final hit of that combo just knocks enemies down. A little bit of crowd control. Yellow paints. I found an ability point in the chest. I wish there was a way of speeding that up.
We should be getting close now. Hope there won't be any surprises.
There will, of course, be some surprises. Yeah, but because of because of the upscaling that I'm having to use to get this to run at a vaguely decent frame rate, it does look a little bit rough. So we've got shield bash, we've got shield charge. Right, what? So can we use that without that? I think that's an interrupt. Well, we've already got that. Oh, and I can't use that. Can't buy that. Got a shared one as well. Because I believe we can switch between characters.
No.
So you kind of level them up as you account.
Looks like we have to fight.
Oh, there's a backstab mechanic. Nice. Nice mellow music. And combat feels very fluid. Not very difficult, but very fluid. That will obviously change as we level up, one would assume. Awful lot of charcoal knocking around. Oh. Ow.
So many of them. This can't be right.
There's not many of them anymore.
Here. There's a big wall deeper inside. We should take a look.
Yellow paints. Aha! Ooh, another ability point. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Yeah, this isn't exactly blowing me away, but again, because there's not much in the way of challenge. So we need a burning crystal of eternity in order to do that. And that. Meh. I don't know. None of these seem particularly interesting, so right, do I press a different button for that? Yeah, so it's B or circle. Boss arena.
What's that?
It's another knoll. Or a bigger knoll. It's got glowy eyes. Looks like it's a boss.
The wall. He's not like the others. Be careful.
What was the button for counterattack? Wolf tail. Chunk of damage. Yeah. No challenge there whatsoever. But again, early game, tutorial, yada yada. Controls feel tight. You know, I've got no qualms or quibbles with the actual game feel. Feels decent. Just a bit dull.
The gnolls did this.
If it's free to play and you don't have
Left us
to
alone so far. Why the sudden change of heart?
spend a load of money
What's
on
bringing them
gacha
into
mechanics or
human
whatever,
hands?
might be worth
And through this path too, of all places. Have you
that
heard the
background
story
suddenly come into
before
sharp focus.
about the Fomor attack on Colin? This is the path they used to attack. They built this one and the surrounding land. The lines got pushed back and eventually I wasn't here for it, miss. It's a tale you get. It was an unspoken symbol of peace. Now that it's been destroyed, we have to go back. If anyone ends up...
Okay. Album supply level? Level up. I'm assuming I'm going through here. Or not? Locked for the demo? Head back to submit your reports. Can I just do that from here? Yeah, okay, you could just fast travel.
Miss Kiara, you're back.
Is she?
Ali, what's she doing out here?
I was just waiting for you. And Madam Mercenary.
Madam Mercenary?
Raz, did something happen again?
Not really. It's just...
I think you're hot.
I heard
No.
the two of you went out to the northern ruins by yourself. You're
Well,
both
it's
skilled
not
mercenaries,
really-
so it's not really my place to say this, but...
Oh, Ali, you were worried about us?
I should have done more to help. I should have... Dame Gwen isn't wrong, but I doubt that means we're...
Oh, it's fine. It's not. Thanks for looking out for...
Don't mention it, ma'am. Captain Aeon's waiting for you in...
Yada yada yada. I'm just skipping through this dialogue because it's just time filler, isn't it? Essentially.
Therefore, we believe that the gnolls are showing unmistakable signs of hostility.
The gnolls breached the wall, and were attempting...
Will this be enough to come...
Who knows? The war on the main front only grows fiercer by the day. The answer is most likely no. Even if we do send word...
It's alright.
the
Just
Order
send me
will
out
only
to deal
ask
with
for
it. I can
more
take on a dozen of them.
They'll want irrefutable evidence that the gnolls seek to escalate the war.
But that means we need... Even if we do manage to sneak...
No, actually. We used to get a visitor out here who would make a hunter by the name...
Arkham, didn't
He did, but he had an apprentice. The owner of Colin.
You mean...
She'd be more than willing.
She didn't seem overly thrilled about her lockdown.
I'm sure she'll come around.
Colin may be her home, but things... Let's ask her how she feels.
Yes, sir.
And you, recruit, you should go gather reports. You've now, as an official member,
You made it, newbie. Not that...
We'll be on our way to Kirst. Let's go.
Yada yada yada. I think that is going to do me for a look at this. This is very much exactly what I expected it was going to be. An action, combat, MMO-like experience with just... It's not that I remember, really, what the original game was like. I couldn't tell you how much effort has been put into this redo, remake, whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad at awful. It's just a little bit bland, I think, is what it boils down to. It's possible that I'd enjoy this more if I wasn't recording it. You know, I could, or maybe if I just started skipping through all of the dialogue, because I can read it a lot faster than the voice actors can read it out. Not that there's anything wrong with the voice acting. When it's there, it's been decent. But voice acting, of course, slows down the pace of stuff. And if the actual exposition and stuff being read isn't really very interesting, it's faster and easier and just more fun to skip through it. The cash shop seems as kind of ridiculous and predatory as you might expect. But yeah, the Vindictus alpha test, or what's it actually called? Defying Fate. It is what it is. I mean, it's got 5,000 mixed reviews. I enjoyed the combat in original Vindictus. It was fast, cool, and flashy, but in Defying Fate, the combat is not enjoyable. It's slow, clunky, and boring. Tremendous potential, but Nexon's decisions will shape the fate of the game. Game has an identity crisis. It's got a slower, more tactical pace and some Souls-like elements. Stop putting yellow paint everywhere. Your players are not dumb. Is it good? It's okay. Will I keep playing? Yeah, until I get bored, which seems like it might be pretty fast. Please, holy moly, please optimize the game so it can run better. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And what it is kind of generic. Keeping in mind that I'm coming off the back of playing Lies of P Overture, which is a phenomenal Souls game. And I'm currently playing through Stellar Blade Complete Edition, which is a fast-paced action combat-focused game with, don't get me wrong, you know, the storytelling in this is superior to Stellar Blade. I love Stellar Blade. I think it's a really enjoyable game. But let's not kid ourselves that the writing is good. In fact, I believe the director of the game has said that, yeah, the writing is a weakness that they are working on for the sequel. Because it is, you know, and the voice actors, bless them, in that game, they didn't have a lot to work with. In fact, I was thinking earlier today, as I was playing a bit of it, that the side quests tended to be better voice acted and better written than the main quest. Almost like they either had somebody different writing them, or the fact that it was a short, self-contained thing allowed the compartmentalization necessary, rather than, you know, the long quest for the main story. This is voice acted well. It seems to be well written. It's just not very interesting. And you can be well written and not be interesting. Obviously, I prefer if it was well written and interesting, but it's very MMO in that sense. It's got that guide you by the hand, yada yada yada, through the leveling experience. And that is something that I think I am not necessarily falling out of love with, but getting a bit tired of. You know, when the next Final Fantasy XIV expansion rolls around, it will be the storytelling rather than the leveling that keeps me engaged, unless they do something with button bloat and just sprucing up and making the combat of FF14 more interesting. I still think it's more engaging combat than WoW. I don't like the fast-paced combat of WoW, but this has much more interesting combat, even from what I've played so far. I can imagine it would get quite repetitive, but, you know, compared to Lies of P, compared to Stellar Blade, compared even to Elden Ring, which I think suffers. You know, I've been playing a bit of Night Rain, and the combat in that is, again, in comparison to Lies of P and Stellar Blade, it's just a little bit meh. it's not bad. Elden Ring is still a great game, but it's Night Rain has some issues. This seems to suffer from just being bland and having terrible performance, realistically. So those are my impressions of Vindictus, and I've forgotten the subtitle again because it's not memorable in the slightest. Defying Fate. Defying Fate. It's alright. I would probably play more of this just for the combat, I think. And the juggle physics. No. That's just my... Well, is it a joke? Maybe. Who knows? I'm going to go. Anyway, before I incriminate myself any further. Thank you for watching. Well done if you've stuck with it this far to the end, because I imagine many people will be put off by how little there really was in this hour's worth of a look at the game. I suspect if you are into this kind of game, you've already tried it for yourself, so why would you be watching me play it? Have a great day. Thank you for watching if you have. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.